welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the T's in the lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, stretch. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. All right. Welcome to untilit.works. Hopefully that last break session, that last work session was a productive one for you. Mine, not so bad. I'm almost done with all the social media posts. I have to be careful because sometimes I get stuck on these social media rabbit holes and stuff. So I'm like, no, I'm here just to post and get out. So I'm almost done with that. I was catching myself going down different rabbit holes. I was like, no. I need to finish this. So hopefully you weren't trapped down any rabbit holes. All right. So for this break session, I want to talk about this thing that I think it's newly baseline across browsers. And I think it's pretty dope. And so I wanted to talk about it. But first, kind of like going back into time a little bit, another thing that I thought was super dope was the Vue Transitions API. And I kind of talked about it before. I even did a quick lightning talk. I think I did it last week here also online. But I'm just kind of amazed at how just out of the box, just adding a few lines of code to your CSS, you can have I made the transition longer on this one. That's why it's slower. But being able to transition between pages, and you get out of the box a crossfade. So you don't have to worry about any sort of CSS to make it crossfade or any of that. It just does it for you, right? And you can do some other cool things like this tab here. So transitioning between pages, you can have it slide in, which is kind of amazing. And if you choose the same one, it does this fade out, fade in, zoom out, zoom in thing. Pretty dope. All right, now what I want to talk about today is, share this tab, animating entry effects. All right, so now it's baseline, which means all the latest browsers support it. All the major manufacturer browsers support it. Yeah, so this web feature is now available in all three major browser engines and become baseline newly available as of August 6th. So 5 days ago, 2024. Awesome. So again, shout out to Una Kravitz. I'm a big fan of web.dev. I check out the website a lot. And so I check out their blog to kind of see what's happening. And I'm going to post a link to this article so you can check it out for yourself. All right. So the posts for new CSS features for entry and exit effects shared some useful features that just landed in Chrome. Now, two of those features, at starting style, which I think, they're going to talk about it here, and transition behavior allowed discrete, have become newly baseline available with the release of Firefox 129. Shout out to Firefox. You can now create entry animation effects for elements, including those animating from display none and animating into the top later. So basically, I'm thinking when I hear that, I'm thinking dialogue or modals. You know what I'm saying? Even popovers, I think, too. So because those go from display none to showing up. Now with this, you'd be able to animate how those things transition in, which I think is dope. I wonder what the four things are. Hold on. Let me quick tangent here. Let me go to this tab. So wait, the four new CSS features for smooth entry and exit animation. So I guess they just have the entry now, but maybe exit isn't there yet. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's yeah, cool. All right, let's go back. All right, cool. So back to here. So yeah, so I'm guessing maybe it's just the entry, not the exiting yet. That's newly baseline. All right, so we're halfway there. And you can see here the browser support. I think Chrome is on 120 something now, 120 something. And so you see it's been in there, but now Firefox has got it now. Super dope. And I'm not sure what Safari is at, but it looked like they may have had it for a while. All right, so the two parts. So starting off with the @starting -style. Now the rule defines the initial styles on an element before it's rendered on the page. That's pretty dope. It is required for starting. Wait, what? The light. It's required for elements that animate in from display none, as they need a state from which to animate in. Okay, so yes, so it's required for elements that are display none. So again, like dialogues or what have you. The @starting -style, like any other rule in CSS, by placing the element styles within it. What? Sure. For example, with a dialogue, okay, yep, dialogue, place the dialogue open styles within a starting style. Okay, that makes sense. So when it opens, what's the starting style of it? All right. These are the rules used before the dialogue opens. All right. So I don't know. I guess if you wanted to maybe have it like reversed for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? And then when it comes in, you want that dialogue to like flip around or something. That's just something I'm thinking about. All right. So enabling discrete animations with allow discrete. So this is the second part. So this is what I'm kind of wondering about. And so you can see, but going back to starting style. So you can see starting style. There's like random things happening. Sorry. I don't know if you can pick it up, but all right. So @starting style, then you have your dialogue open. So this is what should happen, what should look like before this. All right, cool. So now the discrete animations with allow discrete. So I'm curious about that. So the second thing needed to support entry animations for elements which animate from display none. So that's super important, from display none, because you can't, I guess, animate in something that's already shown. So make sure it's display none. All right, such as dialogues and popovers. Okay, I just mentioned popovers. Is to enable a new animation mode to support the animation of discrete properties. Discrete properties are those that can't interpolate between values. Okay, you can think of these like an on-off switch. Okay, so it's like either showing or not showing. All right, cool. So I guess it's like a binary choice. So it's either showing, not showing. It's like on-off switch, not like a fade or anything. All right. Some examples include display, visibility, mixed blend mode, which I've kind of played around with a little bit before. It's pretty cool. Any property where the feature is one value or another. With this new animation mode, the browser now supports swapping the values at the 50% point instead of at 0 point of a transition. Oh, so I guess it makes it like not either on or off. So I guess you can kind of like go in between the on and off state. And I guess it says like 50%. Okay, let's see more. Use one of the following two ways to animate entry effects for display none and visibility hidden elements. The standalone property transition behavior with the value allow discrete. Okay, and then the allow discrete value in your transition shorthand. Hopefully they have some, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so yeah, allow discrete. Here's the shorthand for that. And then I guess you can do transition behavior, allow discrete, if you want to write it out fully. Do they show that here? They don't. They just do the shorthand. But yeah, but if you wanted to, oh, right here, transition behavior, allow discrete, just like that. All right, cool. So we recommend the second method because applying transition behavior is included in the transition shorthand. If you apply transition behavior, allow discrete before then transition shorthand, where you are applying the transition, timing, and easing functions, the browser will ignore the transition behavior. Oh, okay. So if you do this before your shorthand one, it's going to ignore it. So I guess you'd have to put it afterwards. But they're saying don't even worry about that. Just put it in the shorthand, and that way you don't have to worry about it. All right, good to know. All right, so if using this in the shorthand, you only need to apply allow discrete keyword to the specific properties which require discrete animations. All right, so like the ease out would require, okay. All right. So this is demonstrating the following CSS, which I really should just read this whole thing, which transitions both the translate property and the display property, but only applies the allow discrete keyword to the display property. Yeah, because again, it's only for things that are, because translate, I don't think you'd be able to do it according to this, because it's either on or off that it works for. I'll play around with that. So they got a demo. Dope. Putting it all together. Using these features is particularly useful for top layer elements such as the dialog element or components that use the popover attribute, stuff I was talking about before. In the following example, a dialog element is animated from the bottom of the viewport, initially starting at 100 VH, vertical translation off screen. So they basically, so 100 VH is like your full view height, right? And then, so they move that down. So that way, so regardless of whatever the height of your initial page is or whatever, it's always going to be like right below it by the same screen width kind of thing. Dope. All right. To the center of the viewport, removing the translation when the dialog is open. All right. So you can see here. So starting style, dialog open, and then translate again. So X, so it stays where it is, but then it moves down 100% of the view height. Cool. Now, so that's before it opened, for the dialog opens. Again, starting style. Cool. Then when it is open, when dialog is showing, so here's the dialog open, right? You translate, so back to 0. So it was 100 VH below. Now it's back on the page. So it should slide up. And then transition. So here we go. Here's the short form that they mentioned before. So you're going to translate. It's going to take 0.7 seconds, ease out, right? So that's like the curve thing, right? So I think it starts fast and goes slow. I think that's that one. I'm not sure. Then display, which is again the on-off thing. It's either displaying or not displaying. So they're saying it for 0.7 seconds, and then ease out, and then allow discrete. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen, because it's either on or off, because you'd have to mess around the opacity. That's what you normally do, right? But I guess now with this allow discrete, you can just do the display. Let's see how that works. All right, cool. So now you can write this more concisely with CSS nesting, which is another thing. I don't know if we spoke about it, but that's pretty dope. But you can only do it like in 120. There's other stuff. It was like 117 in Chrome and Edge, and it was pretty early on in whatchamacallit. Okay, and also in Safari, but it won't work unless it's these values or later. And then so yes, it is basically wrote all this, and put it all into one thing here because of nesting. Cool. Now here we go. Let's try this out. So again, you can see it's basically the same code, except they're assuming that I guess your browser supports nesting. So they have everything nested just like here. And then HTML is just some regular HTML. Where you click this modal, it shows the modal. All right, cool. Let's check this out. So yeah, so they didn't really even have any like JavaScript really. They put it on the on-click handler. Dope. All right, nice. All right, so I wish I could make this bigger, but okay, let's see. So open dialog. Cool. So it faded in and like went up. That's pretty dope. Let's try it again. All right. I'm trying to think, did that actually fade? Let me see something. Let me see if I can make this longer. It won't let me make it. Okay, let me edit unclip it. I'm just super curious. Sorry. This is what I do. Like when I learn about something new, I always play around with it. So let's make it like 5 seconds. Make it super. I want to see if this thing actually fades in or what happens with that. So it should come up quickly and then fade in slowly, I think. Let's see. Wait, did I save this? Do I have to save this? Hold on. Okay. Okay. I think I saved it. Let's see. No. So I wonder what's the point of having a timing on here if it's not going to respect it. Hold on. Let me make this 5 seconds long. Save. So now it should slowly move up. It is, okay. So it's 5.7 seconds to do that. But that didn't fade in. Unless it's maybe like, oh no, because it's not even like a delay on the display because it showed up quickly. Huh. I wonder why there's a. I have to look into that. Save this. Go. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why there's a timeline. Maybe just because you have to? I guess that doesn't matter. Or maybe it will matter in the future. I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's fine. All right. Cool. So yeah. Oh, there's a conclusion. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Maybe they're talking about the conclusion. It's exciting to see progress like this land in baseline, and at the very least, is a nice progressive enhancement for those elements. Without these entry effect features, the elements that are animating into the top layer or from display none will simply appear on your page without the transition as they do today. Okay. And they talk about the other one that we just looked at earlier. Yeah, I need to look more into it to see why it just showed up. Maybe maybe my browser isn't the latest, but it should be like one of the latest. Like it should, like the nesting should work. Like this should work. I don't know. I'll look into it more. But yeah, have you tried it? Let me know what you think. And are you excited as I am about being able to like animate things entering into the viewport? I don't know. I think it's pretty dope. Like because the browser just does it for you. That's what's amazing to me. Like it's getting better and better. But yeah. So hopefully you're taking these work sessions to get better and better at whatever that you're working on. And so I'm gonna send you all off with some traveling music. Thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. We'll take a look at an artist's website, listen to some music, maybe watch some videos, maybe you'll become a fan. All right. So until then, thanks for hanging out. I wish you much productivity. This right here is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track is called Thank You. All right, again, thanks for hanging out. Y'all be easy and peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when the brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread a love like yeah. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong.